is almost fat.
Recording in progress.
They go, he goes, no, you're one meal short from being fat. And he's just like, oh, okay. And everyone starts to agree. He's like, I see how it is. Okay. I'm gonna buy a Bowflex. I'm gonna get fit. I'm gonna make changes. That's how I felt. Okay, all right. I gotta make changes. Yeah. But every time I try, it's just like, it's the food part. I could work out 4 or 5 times a week. It's the food part. I had canes yesterday, and I was I hate smashing those fries into my mouth. Why am I doing this? hmm Uh huh. I had two toast. Yeah, I was hating your family. No, I was hate smashing that food in my because I knew it was bad. I knew it was bad, and yeah, it was good. And the fries was extra good. Sometimes the fries would be like, I don't have to eat them all. I had to eat every single one. They were good. They were good. Chris, mm, yeah. I was like, all right, guess I'm. Yeah, I worked out that too after that because I guilted myself into a workout. The I tell you, my biggest problem with them is not having a workout ready for me. Like not because when you go to a place like that, not only do you have to get into the gym, so you have to have the willpower to just to get dressed and get into the gym, and that's tough. And when you get in there, you got to have a game plan. You got to know what you're gonna do. Am I gonna just am I gonna ride the tread? Am I gonna be on the treadmill on the bike for cardio? And then when I lift weights, what I'm gonna do? And then all it takes is for one person to be on the machine that you're looking on, and you're like, I guess I'm not doing that. Now I got to change my strategy. It's just that's what I liked about Orange Theory. All I had to do was bring myself into the place. All I had to show. That's all I had to do. But yeah, I've been doing a weight vest. Just yeah. If you're going for walks, if walking is your choice of going out there and just it is a good workout. It's a good thing to do. Yeah, that weight vest is nice. hmm But it don't have to be 30 pounds. It could be like the 10-pound ones and then work your way up. I tried to do like tried to do 10% of my body weight added on. Not that I'm 300 pounds, but it was like I couldn't get that was the closest to me, right? So I was like, I could have went lower. Yeah, I could have went lower, but I did. So mhm. So let's see how this turns out. Oh, oh, yes, very much. Mm. And it helps. It helps. It helps. I could have stomached more fries and probably another chicken tender. And probably another chicken tender. I was really hungry for some reason. It was no, it's bad. I drive or not I okay. Oh, I know. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. The one in it, yeah. Old Town is on it and yeah. Yeah. Mm. Okay.
Did, did you go to Miller's Ale House? Oh, okay. Okay. Is it huge? I imagine it's gotten much bigger. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Didn't they don't they film didn't they used to film NXT there? They still do? Okay. Mm. Why oh they're remodeling it. Hmm. Which comic shop? The one across the street from Full Sail? Okay. Hmm. Mm. Oh, okay. That's mhm. Ugh. Now that was probably all done to alleviate the traffic too. That's yeah, yep. Mhm. Tolls. Mhm. That's the thing. That's the thing. And it's probably a progressive toll like the one I go through. So, meaning at when I leave work, it's $16 to get on the toll. When I go to work, it's $1.20. During prime, it just the time fluctuates. When traffic gets bad, they jack up the price on you. Yes. Yep. 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 Yeah, and I tell you, it's a 30-minute difference if I take don't if I pay the $16. Like if I sat in traffic, it would take me an hour and a half to get home versus the 45 minutes to an hour it takes. Yeah. And I just leave work earlier and I pay $12 because if I leave 15 minutes earlier, it's like $12. But it's usually one way because on the way to work it's $1.20. It's like, oh, I'll take that. It's fine. Yeah. The easy thing is that I only have to go to work 3 times a week into the office, so it's not that bad. Mm-mm. Is it 2 weeks? I thought it was next week. I thought it was next week. I thought it was the 17th or something like that. Oh, the 24th, so 2 weeks. Okay. Yeah. It's like a city. It's a town. Oh, I bet.
Yeah. And a bunch of billboards for Lions dens, probably. Oh man. Yeah. That's sounds like Texas. That's it sounds like so that sounds exactly like Dallas. Like we went to Dallas last weekend. That's I must have seen 4 or 5 heartbeat starts at 9 days or 15 days. And then of course a Lions Den, a few Lions Den or Adam and Eve. Yeah, yeah. That's what you get. Oh yeah, you don't want to. You should, hmm. Yeah, it'll be fair. Hmm. Yes. It's Travis Hunter. Yeah. Abdul Carter. Yep. It's a decent pick. It's a decent pick. I'd prefer Travis Hunter at this point in time. I but I wouldn't mind Abdul Carter. The problem is the man's had surgery recently, and no one knows, and that's the reason why he's probably not going to. There's, and the Giants I think had him in, so we'll see. But even with the surgery or he doesn't drop below 3, in my opinion. So yeah. So mhm. So my hope now is either Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter. I wouldn't be upset with either one of them on defense, defensive player. And then trade back into the first round and possibly get Shador because I they're the team that I need him to get past. Right? Right. I've seen people saying that Shador to the Saints, but I also heard not Mel Kiper. What is the other dude? Oh, Mayock. Mayock was on he was on some show, and he was saying how uh he believes that they're not going to pick them. One, because I think Derek Carr's guaranteed money starts like next year. Like like so and they like Spencer Rattler. Like they like their backup. They- but he also acknowledged that it's up to um what is his name? I can't remember names, but the new head coach who used to be the OC for the Me- Moore, yeah, Kellen Moore. So he said it's up to him. If Kellen Moore doesn't like Spencer Rattler or doesn't like what he has now, he could pick him. But I don't I don't see them going. I don't see them going Shador Sanders for number 9, a pick that doesn't help them for 2 years. Hmm. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, and what is but yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. If you get them, you think they would let Carr go and still be 61 or 45 in the cap under the cap without the player even being on the team? You think they'd pull a Denver Broncos? Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't see that happening. Yeah, enough to sign some agent, some free, some draft picks, and maybe get a guy. Hmm. Yep. You never know. Nope. Gino. That would be interesting, but yeah, I don't think so. Pittsburgh will be the one, and then if he can get past 21, if Pittsburgh doesn't draft him, I would then, if I'm the Giants, do whatever I need to do to move before the Rams. Rams have, I think, 25, 26. So yeah, that 25 is where the Giants need to at least get to, in my opinion. But that is, I think the Rams can do it. The Rams would have the older quarterback, that the veteran quarterback that he can learn from for a year or two. I think late first round's not a bad place to get Shador. Doesn't seem like a reach anymore. And like I said, I think that would be the place to go. But I'm looking at a mock right here, and like once again, they've got Shador going to the Saints. That's like a lot of people have Shador going to the Saints. So yeah, they do. What you said on NFL.com? They do. You have to go to the draft. Yeah. I was like, wait, I'm looking. I think they do. All right, I'm sorry, Maurice Jones-Drew, but you don't have the cash for me to look at your mock draft. Jets land Travis Hunter, that they are going to move up. I've seen I've seen the pick the Raiders getting Genty. That's the yeah. Hmm. Oh yes. They picked up their quarterback, so they believe. Um and they've got a dynamic tight end in Brock Bowers. They could probably use a they should probably use a wide receiver. They should probably get a wide receiver. Um, but you mean the guy that y'all are projected, Tyler Warren? Hmm. Hmm. 7? Yeah. Oh, which? Oh, so which one is you looking at? 'Cause I'm looking at one too. Which is that? Yep, I'm looking at the same one. Yep, I'm looking at the same one. They've got Abdul Carter, Cam, Abdul Carter, and then Shador going to the Giants. And the Bears getting an offensive tackle, which I've heard them possibly get. 'He's good. Hmm. Mm. Hmm. Okay. Mm. Well, technically, your first wide receiver is your number one draft. He told. Did you hear that he wants when he's announced he wants his position to be wide receiver DB or DB. Yeah, he wants both of them mentioned. Hmm. Yeah, he played special teams. He came out there some routes. He was out there for some routes for some a few times. Hmm. What's name went from defense to offense, but he never played them together. Not Wes Welker. What's the other one from the other one? Yes, yeah. Not Amendola. The other the other one. The most recent one. Yeah, he's got a podcast and everything. Julian Edelman. Yes, yes. Julian Edelman was started on the Patriots as a defensive player, and then got moved to special teams. He played defense and special teams, and then he moved to wide receiver and played wide receiver for the where we know him at. But yeah, he started as a defensive player, nickelback, I think. He was not. James White is not white. No. No. Hmm. I You know what though? I think the Giants did enough in the offseason to set themselves up for a pretty nice pick. Because if they get Shador, I'm not going to be that upset. Is he someone who helps the team right now? No. Is he the future of the team, which I'm for as well? Sure. Uh, if they get Travis Hunter, am I happy? Yes. This helps immediate need. Um, could possibly play both ways. I don't think that the Giants would let him, but let's say, knock on wood, Malik Neighbors is out for a game or two. Like, and you have someone who can stretch the field just as well. I don't think he's as good as him as a wide receiver, but he can stretch the field and he's a decent deep threat. Uh I like it. I like it. And I'm not gonna be upset at Abdul Carter. We need a legit pass rush. Kayvon, you cannot. You cannot. And when you're the guy who led your team in sacks is getting them from the interior, it's good, but it's not what you want. Right? It's not what you want. It's not where you want the sacks to come. You want the pressure from the edges, and we have not been able to generate that, whether that be due to injuries, because we've had a lot of people injured. But it just has not materialized. Uh, so if we can get a legitimate uh defensive end that can rush the passer. And you don't have to be defensive end. I still don't even know if Shane Bowen runs. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm not sure if we're a 3-4 team or a 4-3 team. You don't know. Um, so I don't know how he would use him. Well, he'd probably use him like he used Kayvon Thibodeau, but Kayvon Thibodeau has the frame to be a stand-up guy. He's gonna be your prototypical linebacker in a 3-4, right? He's that guy, that fourth hand on the. Yep. So I'm not sure. I like having him there. So I don't know what side he's gonna go off of. Brian Burns has shown he can come off of left or right side. He's very versatile. But so Abdul Carter's the one. I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll have him. It's up to Shane Bowen to actually figure out a good way to use him. Right. The Giants did well on the back end of the defense in free agency, getting cornerback help and safety help. So that helps. They Linebackers is still a problem, but hopefully we can address that, or hide it. Because there's no addressing it now. Bobby Okereke, which was our guy, I don't know how the Giants still feel about Bobby Okereke, even if he's even still on the team. I can't remember because I remember there was rumors that he wasn't going to be on the team. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The cameras, yeah. He thinks I've seen him to this Pittsburgh. If Shador's not there, I've seen in the first. Wait, no, not Jalen Milrow. No, haven't seen that. Third round is when I'm seeing him. Possibly second, but mostly third round is where I'm seeing Mox mock him up to. Um, I was. It used to be at least a free trip to New York, but now it's a free trip to Green Bay. Well, you should get your chance. If you're in the league, you'll get your chance. So, hmm. I have seen his name sometimes sneak in there, but over Jackson Dart. Hmm. But top 100 is skill based too. So it's like who's the best prospect versus because needs sometimes will throw you higher than you should be. Like when you were yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at this one, trying to see where Jalen. Yeah, Jalen Milrow goes 68 in this mock draft to the Las Vegas Raiders. Yep, third round. Yeah, I'm not going there if third round is where people are telling me. My agent's got to tell me that, oh yeah, looking like you could possibly go first round. But then you got to fire your agent, right? Almost immediately. Yep. Bookie Brooks has Shador going to Cleveland, Travis Hunter going to the Giants. Hmm. Then he has y'all getting Amari and Hampton, running back from North Carolina. Hmm. So yeah, that Jameer Gibbs pick was very surprising. They drafted him way earlier than I thought he was going. Hmm. And Ben Johnson was an offensive coordinator, not the coach or GM, who, who really, really made the pick. Yes. Yes. Hmm. Well, you know what though? I can see that from a coach. Like if you like to run it a certain way, I could see it, right? Like Ben Johnson No, he probably was running his offense because the coach that he had wasn't very offensive minded. So maybe he did have more say than I believe he did. No, no, I bet Dan Quinn said, "I want to be a run heavy team. This is the identity I want from my team, and these are the players. I guess these are the players because I don't. Do you think Dan Quinn made the decision for an offensive player? Like if you're in the room in the draft room, and Jameer Gibbs is there, who makes the call on Jameer Gibbs? The GM on the scout team? Mm-hmm. That's a Dan Quinn pick. That's a Dan Quinn pick. Is the thing about that is running back a position of need for you, or is if it, you think it is? Okay, because I'm like Ashton Genty seems like if he's there, we're taking him because he's that good. But I'm not taking a running back if he's not Ashton Genty in the first round. Like there's You see what I'm saying? There's some teams it's like, okay, that's a position in need. If the first one's not there, I'm going to get the second one. Like the Cowboys, right? Like I don't care who they got, which I think they wind up getting Miles Sanders as their running back. They need a running back, right? So if a running back's available and it's the second running back on the board, you take him. But y'all had four running backs last year. That could be coach's fault. Yes. Other positions. You gotta find a running back. You should find a decent running back. Yes, but I'm like a team like the Cowboys who they need a lot, right? But maybe they start with a running back. They need a lot though. there was yeah, with Micah there was I think Jerry Jones said I really like that Travis Hunter guy. Like, and him saying that led people to believe that it could be possible for the Cowboys to trade up to like number two to get Travis Hunter. I said, there's nowhere on this earth that he's gonna do that. And then one of the guys on the radio here said, what if they gave to Cleveland Micah Parsons? He said it would take them giving Micah Parsons their 12, their first round of next year, and possibly the first round of the year after that to go that far up. That would be, but you don't have to pay Micah, so you alleviate that problem. You kind of ship him to a place that's not going to be good, but he gets to play with Miles Garrett, right? um, but you address it, but they have too many needs to go up there to try to get unless unless they unless they truly plan on using him every snap of the game on both offense and defense. There's no reason to go up that to go up, yeah, to go up that far. Mhm. You'd have to have him and CeeDee Lamb playing together on offense, and him and Diggs on defense. And when you say that, that's not that. Yes. But if you had to say which skills, which positions have an easier transition from college to the NFL, I think wide receiver and cornerback are the two easiest to transition from. And if because players come in to the league great, like the mhm. Yes, it's long now, but yeah. Hmm. It doesn't. But I would have said that it was not feasible in college too. Like I would like I would have said the exact same thing about his in college. And not only did he do it, he did it at a phenomenal level on both sides. Like it's just yeah, NFL is not it's not easy. It's very difficult. Hmm. But but let's just say but let's say he goes to let's since we threw it out there, the only team like the Cowboys, right? I think on the Cowboys, he's not required to be the number one at either cornerback or wide receiver, which allows him to play the second best defender on DB and the second best wide receiver. Does that help him out? Because he's already got top DB skills. Like if he was, they said if he was just graded as a wide receiver, he'd be a top three wide receiver in this draft. If he was graded as a the DB, he'd be a top three DB in this draft. Like you wouldn't say any of those skills for anybody else who had that high of a grade at that position. Like you expect the number one DB to be able to cover the number one wide receiver on any team. Like, so just because he plays both positions, I don't think makes him incapable of doing it. which he's already done. He had a, he had an insane schedule. Yeah. Hmm. Correct. I think that's why I want to see him do it because if he can't do it, if he can't do it, I'm gonna say it can't be done. Right? Like so that would almost tell other people in the league, other people trying, this may not because he was the Heisman Trophy winner. He was a top three in both wide receiver and DB. He comes out, it's like, all right, and he then gives it a try in the NFL, and it absolutely doesn't work. He's forced to pick one and stick with that. Then that lets me know it truly can't be done. But if I never see him try it, I don't know if it can be done. So I kind of want to see it only for personal reasons. Like I really want to see, is it possible to do it? Right? 'Cause- 'cause I don't. I like to think it's not like I'm with you to play both at a high. See, I don't know that. So you don't believe that is why? I just don't see how it can't be done. Mhm. But that's saying that you could just be great at one thing. What if he's just adequate to good at the other thing that with both his time, with all his time devoted? That's the thing. Why? Why not? Like, like, we're watching in baseball Shohei Ohtani do something that hasn't been done since the 30s, and he's doing it at a level that we never thought was even possible. You got to tell, and that got that man the largest contract in history. So I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Travis Hunter's like, let me try. And when the it's time to play for contracts, let's see what y'all pay me. You know, baseball's different. Yes. Correct. That's what I'm saying. But he also did that in a league that we would say is inferior to the MLB. And when he first came out, there were people saying there is no way he's going to be able to pitch at the level he did in Japan and hit at that level. And he came in and showed, I can do that and pitch, like you said, and was still able to pitch at a Pedro Martinez level and Jose Altuve, or no, he hits for power. So yeah, Mike Trout level, yes. Correct. Correct. Hmm. It's gonna be difficult. Why even try? Why even? Yeah, you can. Mhm. So The reason why I don't know if it'll work because I heard about what his schedule was in Colorado. He didn't practice. He didn't practice. He watched tape and he recovered. That's all he did. He's not going to be able to do that in NFL. Like that they had it to a point where his body was taking such a toll on him. He had more recovery days, and he also had trouble. He has trouble putting on weight. Like he only weighs 180 pounds or something like that, 180 or 185. Like he's not a big guy. That workload it's tough. That's the one reason why I don't know if it'll work. But am I curious to see it? Yes. I really want to see it. I really. Mhm. Your number one wide receiver is out there for pretty much every snap. There's not many snaps that your number one wide receiver is not out there. Goal line stance, possibly. Okay. Punt team, punts, field goals. Okay. And that's who's that? Yeah. Okay. I would have him in run block situations. Like I that seems low. Because I can't think of a situation where you would. Yeah, those other parts, I'm guessing they're QB sneaks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but that's what I mean. Like, your number one wide receiver is going to probably be out there pretty much every play. Hey, but like I said, I don't know. I don't. I think it would not be healthy for him to play every play. like, like for Hunter, if you are Jamar Chase playing 85% of the snaps, he can't. He needs to be closer to 30, not even 30, maybe 20, 30, 20. He shouldn't be on run plays. Let's just say that. Whereas Jamar Chase is going to be in there on a run play, he don't need to be there. Right? That's 19. That's a lot. But I, I don't think Travis Hunter, he can't do that on offense and defense. He can't. He can't. And on defense, I wouldn't expect him to. On defense, you're going to have packages out there. You're going to be swapping guys out, right? Unless he's the safety, that you may not need to do that. But on cornerbacks, you may not have him on this play. You the personnel doesn't require it. Um, he was the number one on both sides of the ball in Colorado. Like he was going to play their best wide receiver and he was going to get their best DB. And NFL, hopefully he doesn't have to do that. Ex- so, like I said, I just want to see it because if he can't do it, it can't be done. And if it can't be done, then we're done, right? his tape, his tape. If he's out there looking like a liability on defense, but if his tape says he needs to be out there, he got to be out there. Like, and the thing about it also is that thing is not um it's not long term. He can't be 31 years old as the wide receiver DB. At some point in time, he is going to have to pick a side for his own sake. I think now he's young and he doesn't know and he thinks he's Superman and he wants to try. And I think you should let him try. Like I don't I think yeah, but he don't listen. He's not listening to anyone. Possibly. Yeah. Hmm. I think he wants to do it. I think he wants to try it. But I do think that there's going to be some teams that won't let him do it. They'll practice him at You think if Cleveland picked him, you think he would? You think he gets to pick the position, or do they pick it for him? Because he would want to be a wide receiver. Well, they make way more money. I guess, but we don't even know if he's best at quarterback. They graded him higher. He had last year. I understand it was college, but he played. I think not 99% of the offensive snaps. He played like 99% of total snaps. He had 96 receptions, 1,258 yards, and 15 touchdowns at wide receiver. That's I think he'd be good enough to play wide receiver on a professional level and be good. I think I don't know. Like I said, I believe that he could be that he could be good. And if forced to pick, I don't want to play DB, but he's 6'1", 185. Not the top, but you're right. At DB, he can get it's not a liability. That height is actually a benefit at 6'1", and his speed is a much benefit playing DB. He is smaller for a wide receiver, but he's not just that he's small. Like 185 wouldn't be that bad if he was 2 inches smaller. Like you know what I'm saying? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's just I. Mm-mm. Oh, last year. Was it last year or 2 years? Yeah. At yeah, it's not. That's yeah, man. He had 4 interceptions last year. 35 solo tackle, 24 solo tackles. Not the greatest, but Yeah, he's not. He's small, but he also plays a specific role, right? Like he's a slot wide receiver. He's fast, but he's a slot. He's that guy. He's if he's your number one, you've got an undersized number one. Uh-huh. That's already been taken. Okay. That was from the when they were all being Batman with the Eagles. Yeah, because he was Jason Kelsey was Fat Batman. That's my favorite one is the Rubber Band Man. Because Slim Reaper is designated for Kevin Durant. That is Kevin Durant's nickname, in my opinion. Uh, and the others were just okay. I've never heard anyone called Rubber Band Man in besides Ti, but in football, or as a nickname, because Fat Batman. Yeah, yeah. Because what's the name? I think AJ Smith was Batman. This was 2 years ago. This wasn't last year. So yeah, because Jason Kelsey was still on the team. Fat. It, Swole bat. Oh, okay. So I guess Jalen Hurts is what's Jalen Hurts then? Where are you seeing nicknames from? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, see, he was Fat Batman. Like if you type in Jason Kelsey Fat Batman, it shows up. Like there's pictures with him wearing the cow because they were passing it around. Yeah. I'm Batman. But yeah, no, like I said, I kind of just want to see it. Maybe not with my team. Like, right? If he's on my team, pick a side guy, right? But if he's not on my team, I got see it. Defense, defense, defense. Because if I seen him run routes in college, like if I knew he was a route guy, I'd stick him in a slot. But we already have a slot guy, right? We have we have Jalen, we have Waddle. True. We have he'd be more the guy we just paid money for who didn't perform on the market and we gave him $30 million, Darius Slayton. Right? He'd be a better version of Darius Slayton than Darius Slayton is. And Darius Slayton, it's not been horrible for us, right? But if we get him, Deontay Banks we'd have to probably get rid of Deontay Banks because I think he's the odd man now. He's the number one DB on the team, but he did not perform well. Drew Phillips has proven that he is possibly the future DB of the Giants, whether they had him one to be the one or not. I think he would best be served on the defensive side of the ball with the Giants. Because like yeah, we have a hard time getting Jalen Hyatt in the game. Like Jalen Hyatt doesn't even get in the game. And yeah, now I'm thinking about it. Man, why get Travis Hunter if where does he fit? I like the talent. I think he's really talented. Yeah, but Darius no, Jalen Hyatt's not getting on the field, but we still got Wandale Robinson who does get on the field and who does catch and who had a good year last year, and Darius Slayton who is a pretty decent wide receiver and we got Malik Neighbors. So it's almost like, where do you fit? And the fact that Darius Slayton is getting paid. They just paid him. Of course, that's what. Check those sideburns, Madeline. Mm-hmm. But that's the thing. They didn't pay Homer Simpson $16 million to play right field. like, that because that's honestly who he'd be going up against. He'd be, and I honestly, do I think he'd be better than Darius Slayton? Most definitely. Like, most definitely. But it puts you in a bind because you got to pay Darius Slayton. And there wasn't a market for him in free agency because no one wanted him. So the trade market for him probably isn't that good. So someone else gave him that. He's Fat Batman. Everyone knows he's Fat Batman. Handcrafted katana. I call BS on that. Handcrafted. I call BS. He got it from China. I call it was not handcrafted. Handcrafted. Hands, but no, no. The amount of work it would take to make a katana the proper way, it's not being done for $250. Assembled, maybe assembled all the pieces. Yes, all the pieces assembled it. But yeah, no. No. He said he would buy again when that one obviously breaks because it's not very good. Just post videos of you cutting something. This generation doesn't know about the watermelon smashing guy, the Gallagher. You could be Generation Z is Gallagher. And you can have a whole bit where like people just throw fruit at you and you just become fruit ninja and you just try to slice it from the audience. What is it? and you and you miss like 90% of them. You miss like 90% of them. You catch like whatever. Yes. They just come with their bowling bag in. Oh, I was specifically talking about fruit. Like, oh no, I got a whole bag full of. Oh, it depends on how. If he's 90 feet away and he played college baseball, you cannot slice a baseball. You're getting pelted. You're getting beamed with a baseball. He's not. He's not aiming for the strike zone. He's. You know? Mm. Mm-hmm. Barry Bonds can hit it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're just like, whoa. Listen, Barry. I heard Barry say, he said, they was like, yeah, these pitchers pitch harder. What's the problem? He's like, listen, if a catcher can catch the ball, I can hit it. That's what he said. He's like, if catcher can move his hand in time to catch the ball and he catches it irregular, I can hit it. And I was like, that actually makes sense, Barry. Like, I was like, why did I never think of that? Because I can't swing the bat that fast. Mhm. Mhm. Thanks, Dad. Mm. Of yes, that large step. Mhm. Mm. Nope, nope. I once went to a batting cage and that pitched underhand, and I was like, this is weird. Like fast pitch, it just the angle was weird. Like, it's like, oh, okay. Okay. Oh man. Mm. Strike. Oh man. Damn. All right. I was not yet. I'm gonna try to see it this weekend. Oh shit. People throwing stuff? Kids? Yep. Teenagers. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what the way I looked at it, right, is like when people go watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and there's like, if you're like part of that, there's things, sing-alongs, and all these different things that you do when stuff happens, and this one just happens to be trash the theater, right? Like, so, and they don't like that. I don't know if you noticed, they don't like it when you trash the theater. Police officer, oh, mm. Maybe he played the game too. Minecraft is cool. Oh. He's got a server. He's got a server that dedicated. Yeah, it could be. Like, how are you on baseball? Are you done? You giving up still? Are you not? Not. Mm. They, hmm. Yeah, then they lost two of three to Phillies. Yeah, so it's a 8-4. They lost today 5-0. Edwin Diaz apparently decided to give up 3 runs. That's not what we like to see. Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, oh, because they won their first game, right? It's the worst way. It's the worst way. A walk off. Somebody's playing good. Yeah. Colorado Rockies are 2-8 as well, and the Braves aren't looking good. Profar is out for 80 games. PEDs, yep. Which also means he's ineligible for the postseason if they make it. So this this NL West is ridiculous. It's still yeah, very early. Yeah, and I think Aaron Judge still has 14 home runs. No, I'm just yeah. Last I checked, it was 6. Yeah, and yeah, in 10 games he had 6 home runs in 10 games. Hmm. I think you still got options. Like I said, I think Max still has TV games on it. That's probably true. Yeah, I think I saw the Mets on it the other day. I was what was that? That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. You get your man butt, your man butt going. Oh. Uh. Yeah, getting rough. Getting rough. Let me just let it grow. It grows. I gotta. Mm. Yeah, no. Got some length. It's just party everywhere. It's just a big party. Oh, that's a tough place to be when it comes to. It's a tough place to be. Or do something. Oh, that's damn. I don't think that if a hat's not appropriate, I don't think a pigtail is gonna be appropriate. Derek, you got pigtails? Oh man. Yeah, no, that's Sakamoto would be good. Would be good. Oh, you could probably find the whole costume online. Glasses, the glasses. Yeah, the glasses that don't show your eyes at all. Just I haven't read it either. What the fat suit? Because he just pulls it off. Mhm. And he says, I just ate. Yes. Just, I haven't read it either. Did you? But you watched all of it, right? You watched all the season. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's just I was about to say yes, it has that vibe to it where it's like, okay, it's entertaining to watch. Yes. Oh, that episode is one of my favorite episodes because it's a two-part. He's losing the first one, and then he gets smashed into that wall, and he comes back, and he's 200 pounds lighter, reciting his formula to him. Like, oh, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a good episode. Yes. There's assassins. They got to put a hit out on him and everything like that. Yes. Yeah. This is, man, it's not as fun, but it's good. It's solo leveling. So, mhm. What's appropriate? Hmm. I so that so Crunchyroll just did their Crunchyroll Awards, and that beat out Solo Leveling, and everyone, it was the shock of the century. Like everyone thought Solo Leveling was going to clean house, and I said, okay, I got to watch that. Nope. Is it good? That's what I've heard. The type of anime that you, yeah, yeah, that's what I figured. Hmm. Mm. Hmm. Good. Yes. Hmm. Hmm. That is Apothecary Diaries on your list? I think it's Apothecary. Yeah. I've heard nothing but good things about that as well. I started watching that. Not my cup of tea, but it's not bad. Okay. Mm-mm. Never heard that. Okay. Hmm. It's the soccer. It's not soccer. It's the volleyball. It's the volleyball anime. I heard it's good. Yeah, I hear it's good. I hear a lot of the sports ones are good. I was about to say that. I've heard nothing but great things about that and have not watched it yet. Like it's harder for me to watch the ones that are not in my wheelhouse, the ones that I like, but I want to start watching them. Yeah. No one said Shield Hero, right? Please say no one said Shield Hero. Okay, good. Heard of it. Oh, okay. Mm-mm. Korean? Is that the Korean? Okay. One Punch Man is 2 seasons. Good. One Punch Man is good. I've heard that's old, right? That's an older one, I think. Mob Psycho, right? Not Cycle, but Psycho. Yep. Mhm. I've watched Doctor Stone. Doctor Stone is it's it's you know what it's about. Have you seen the synopsis of it? Okay. So it is very sciencey. And that's what I absolutely love about it. Smart guy. Everyone gets petrified. He gets unpetrified. The world is it's thousands of years in the future. And he was a genius then. So, with the powers of science, is what she says, he is going to bring the world back to the future. Yeah, like, yeah, developing like, and he'll tell you, he's like, okay, what we need here is gunpowder for something, right? Well, what are the raw materials? So he'll have like step by step plan on, okay, well, we need this. So let's go find rocks that look like this color, and then we have to do this chemical reaction to get it's very sciencey, but very good. Like very good. That's on Netflix right now. I have not watched it, but I've heard good things about it. Mhm. Yeah. Girl, so Sword Art Online, first season, amazing. Don't watch anything past first season. It becomes a totally different show. Sword Art Online is of the genre of people get put into a game. That's a genre of that's basically solo leveling, kind of right. They gamify the world itself, and Sword Art Online was one of the first ones I'd seen did that, and that first season is great, great. So yeah, I'd recommend that one as well. I don't know. Not kids friendly. Who like it's okay. They have a character, Hisoka, who might as well be a pedophile. He is it's weird the relationship that he has or wants to have. It's weird. And he's a clown, so it's really weird. Like just being a clown. Yeah, it's good though. Okay. It's good though. It's good. Black Clover, is that on the list? Black Clover? Okay, it's not bad. It's one of those happy-go-lucky main character is power friendship kind of series. Like it's in the vein of Naruto, My Hero Academia, main character in a world of magic. He has no magic, so it's also very like martial kind of thing, right? He has anti like it's weird, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. Fairy Tale? Did you watch Fairy Tale? Is that it's another decent one. Fairy Tale. If you watch the earlier ones, those these are some of the kid friendly ones that I would say, yeah, you could watch Fairy Tale. You could watch what was the one I just said? I forgot what I just said. Oh, Black Clover. Yeah, decent. Those are good. That's a good list. That's a good list. Now, if you want to watch something by yourself that I think is decent, Berserker. It's you cannot watch that with kids. Cannot. But and it had three movies, and just watch the movies. Don't watch the yeah, don't make sure there's no kids anywhere around. Like maybe not in the state. Berserk. Berserk. Yeah. Yep. It used to be on Netflix. That's where I first saw it. The first three movies were on Netflix. And then there's a series. The series though takes place after the movies. So if you don't watch the movies, you won't really know what's going. You won't really know. It's beyond that. Yeah, it is dead. It's rough, but it's good. Like it's good. Oh, did you watch Vinland Saga? See, that's on this. On I'm looking at just people who also search for that. Search for Vinland Saga. That was anime of the year, I think, a couple of years ago. So there's some good stuff out there. I think you got a solid list. A solid list. Yeah. Okay, now I'm definitely gonna give it a try then. Yeah, Ghibli. It's not Ghibli, but it's on par. Yeah, I've seen the style. I've seen the style. Yeah. Okay. Because like I said, when I found out that it beat out Solo Leveling, I said, all right, now I have to see it because Solo Leveling broke records for the most streamed anime ever, right? Like, it's tearing records apart. And it's good. I enjoy it. It's very popular. Um, Almost like Jujutsu Kaisen was a couple years ago, but I prefer this better than Jujutsu Kaisen, even though Jujutsu Kaisen is not bad. I finished. I want to reading it. Like, did you watch it? It's probably not kid friendly. It's not. It's not adult oriented, but and it's got some violence in it. And I don't think it's super sexualized or hypersexualized. I'm trying to think about it now. It might be. It's yeah. It's but it's good. It's good. It's good. And that's finished. The main Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen. That's finished. So manga wise, the anime is not finished, but the manga is. So I think when you said the age 13, that probably threw that out of it. Even though, like I said, when I think about it, it's I'm trying to think if I can think of anything that's like crazy in it, but I can't. But it is definitely hyper violent. So but Kaiju number eight is kind of funny. Like Kaiju number eight is lighthearted. It- Mhm. Oh yeah. He is a perv. He is legit. Perv. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a good list. That's a solid list. There's things in there that I want to see, like Apothecary Diaries. I haven't watched it. My nephew told me about it. I asked him what he was watching. He was like, he's watching that, and I was like, okay, I need to check it out. So, hmm, quick and yeah, hmm. Mm. Mm. There are, like I said, Apothecary Diaries, The Free Run, and that time I got reincarnated as a slime are the three that are normally out of my wheelhouse, but I want to watch. Yeah, when it comes to the anime is the only thing I consume now, right? So I'm sitting there just watching it versus another old episode of Seinfeld. Hmm. And yeah, that's Seinfeld for me. Even though I like Seinfeld, or like after I finish my Seinfeld watch, I'll just start watching Frasier again. Right? They're just, hmm. Oh man, yeah. Like, and the thing is, when going to bed, my wife hates anime, so there's no anime played while I'm going to go to sleep. So, so we gotta find something that I can watch better at home. Like, and I don't like watching anime because like it'll just keep playing the next episode and I'll fall asleep and I'll wake up and it's like you're on episode 9. And I'm like, no, I'm not. A new series comes. Yeah, a new series. Yes. I, three, 3 episodes. Yep. So you're just like, no, we're just gonna keep playing. Keep playing. Hulu does that too. Hulu will just no, I don't know. All right, man.
Recording stopped.